Okay, so here's the video of the liar paragraph. We were trying to build this in class, but then we just ran out of time. That means that this week you don't have to write your own liar paragraph. This will be it. You just have to write your paragraph for boasters. Okay? So not even a constant complainer is as harmful as a liar. We chose complainer. We were going to do a gossip, but we decided that it was a little bit too similar to a liar, so we chose a complainer. Okay, you'll notice that in that first sentence, I really do want to name both of the wrongdoers, complainer and liar. So when you're working on your boasting paragraph, it'll be whichever other wrongdoing you choose and then boaster. Okay, you need to name both. And it can be a pretty simple sentence, just like mine. Okay. While someone who complains may express frustration or discouragement, it often comes from an honest reaction to a difficult situation. Okay, so here we are, and we need to describe the other wrongdoer a little bit. And we want to describe the lesser wrongdoer fairly. We can't just lie about the wrongdoing, but we kind of want to make our tone seem like it's a little bit better. And this does seem like it's a little bit better. It's kind of like a justification for complaining, even though it is still wrong. I made it seem like it's less wrong than a liar, because that's what I want my reader to believe, right? I'm trying to persuade someone to believe that complaining is less bad or wrong than lying. Okay, and you can work on that when you are working on number 2 here. When you choose a comparison wrongdoer, you can list a few, but then ask yourselves, like, which of these is not as harmful as boasting? And then you have to think about what they do. So you kind of have to try to twist the truth a little bit there. But it's still, you are describing it fairly. A liar, however, deliberately twists the truth and deceives others for selfish reasons. This sentence I got directly from our definition of lying. Remember this one here, define a liar, and then describing a liar in one sentence. That took us a little while to get to the definition of twisting the truth for selfish reasons. And so when you're coming up with the definition of boasting, it might take you a little bit of like a few tries to figure out that definition. You might want to work with a parent on that one. And so that part goes right after your sentence talking about the other wrongdoer. Okay, because you're saying, well, this one's not that bad, but this is why lying is bad. Okay, lying is much worse than complaining. Here's our comparison. Because it destroys trust and causes confusion. Okay, this was also in our planning when we were talking about, well, what does lying result in? Okay, complaining may annoy others or bring down the mood. But lying misleads people and can lead to serious harm. Okay, so again, you are telling me about complaining. Notice that I said complaining may annoy others or bring down the mood. I did not say that it frustrates people or brings discouragement, because I already said that in my second sentence. I don't want to repeat myself. I am kind of saying the same ideas, but I don't want to say the same words because then it's too repetitive. Okay, lying misleads people and can lead to serious harm. Again, I chose misleads instead of deceives. Okay, I chose the word people instead of others. I am saying the same thing as I said before. I'm reiterating that fact, but in different words. Okay, so make sure that when you are working on this paragraph, I don't want to see any of the same words except for like complaining and or the wrongdoing. So boasting and whichever you choose for your paragraph. Okay, it can be this short. It can be a little bit longer if you'd like to compare a little bit longer, but that's okay. I feel like if it's kind of short and to the point, sometimes that gets our point across a little bit better.